Cohiba read that in Robusto. Hey, right, man, okay, and this is Cigar Vlog. So, Cohiba read that. Interesting story for an interesting cigar. I'll get to that in a bit. So far, though, I'm going to try a few new things today. I actually managed to finally get a tripod for my camera. Well, phone. So I may or may not put that to use if I can figure out where and how. Beyond that, though, rather interesting story behind the Dominican Cohibas versus the Cubans. Since I finally have a real pair of pants on that has all my stuff in it, I'm going to go ahead and get this cut and lit instead of pre-cut, like usual. Alright. I'm going to get this sparked up and we'll get back to you. There we go. Alright. Well, hopefully that footage doesn't look too ate up. Anyway, I got it lit. For the first time on camera. So far, initial flavors are actually pretty good. Like coffee, cocoa, maybe a touch of pepper. A little bit of nuttiness. Very good start. I always remember when I had these, like the first time years ago, I always thought they were way too spicy for some reason. I don't actually know why I thought that, but I was obviously completely wrong because this is lovely. Alright, it's a pretty good start so far, and first use my new tripod. I'm going to go ahead and smoke this down about the first inch, and hopefully have another installment of Half-Ass History. Alright, about an inch in. Flavor so far have been a little spicy, but predominantly very deep, rich espresso coffee and a kind of a dark chocolate. Well, cocoa-ish note. Okay, so here's a little bit of history. Cohiba actually founded about 1966 in Havana, Cuba, specifically owned by the Cuban government. Their whole point was to make cigars for Fidel Castro and the Communist Party, and as diplomatic gifts and blah 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 blah. Nobody cares. Along about 1978, they opened up and started selling to people. Also around that same time, General Cigar starts producing Dominican-made Cohibas, which don't have anything to do with the original Cohiba company. And I'm going to be honest, there was actually a lot of back and forth legally, bickering, and it was basically this big, long, legal pissing match about as long as my arm. And I decided that that'd probably be a little overkill for a cigar review. So the bullet points are that basically this Cohiba Red Dot is a completely different, non-connected entity to the original Cohiba. That said, they are still, to this day, bickering over who has the right to call their cigars Cohiba. And if the trade embargo ever ends, well, then things are going to get just weird and kind of like socially awkward. Anyway, that was your half-assed history for the day. Yeah, when Fidel Castro nationalized the tobacco industry, as well as a number of others, the biggest one was Cohiba. And this is kind of the whole thing of why there's so many Cuban fanboys out there. It's because of the fact that the original Cohiba and this Cohiba are not the same thing. That said, this is not a bad cigar by any stretch. little spice, a little coffee, a little cocoa. Retro Hill's got a touch of wood in the note, a little cedary, it's a little spicy. Very nice so far. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this down at the midpoint and give you an update from there. Alright, ash just fell off. Good midpoint update. Nice little bit of breeze blowing across my mic. Great. So far, flavor-wise, there's a lot of complexity going on here. I'm getting fair notes of coffee, cocoa. Occasionally I swear I get a little bit of vanilla. It's sweet, it's spicy. Very nice overall. As far as drink pairings, I can say a good rich coffee or perhaps a nice bourbon, whatever your favorite happens to be. Also, since I know I'm probably going to comment about it sooner or later, yes, I know I have a bunch of crap on my keychain, and no, I am not the best lighter in the world. Hopefully I didn't embarrass the hell out of myself too bad. Anyway, yeah, Cohiba cigars, especially the red dots, are kind of known for being some of the best out there, and there's a good reason for that. These are legitimately good. And there's somebody walking along over there. Anyway, good cigar, definitely worth the price. If you get a chance, definitely check them out. But anyway, I still got another third to go here, so I'm going to go ahead and smoke this down to the band and hopefully not get a snicker from whoever's walking behind me. Right, over to the band. So far, flavors have been consistent, complex, very good. Burn line has been pretty cool, consistent. I've only started recently seeing a little bit of a flavor durable here. Other than that, excellent cigar. Be a little cautious. These can get a little pricey if you get a whole box for a whole box of 20. Kind of forgot where I was going with that. For some reason, I got a snot bubble in my nose. That is not cooperating with me. Yeah, Cohiba Red Dots are known for being one of the top cigars in the industry, and I'd say they've probably earned it, because these are legitimately good. Drink pairings, good coffee, good bourbon, or whatever you like. Make sure I'm not going to get run over by a bicyclist. Up here comes one. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up here, because I don't really have much else to say. Definitely check them out. If you like this video or any other video, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know if you've ever had the actual original Cuban Cohibas. I'll see you next time.